I've lived in my community for 18 years. About 16 years in, I realized I didn't know my neighbors at all. I felt kind of a tugging on my heart that I needed to make that a mission. So I took the time, went door to door, knocked on doors, and introduced myself, who I was, my family, how long I lived in the community. I even gave them my phone number. And so I felt like that kind of opened the door and kind of just made that personal connection. So I think a way that was helpful was getting out and walking the dog, waving to neighbors, actually going up and talking to neighbors instead of just waving and putting your head down or giving a little courtesy wave, and just asking them how they're doing. I was so surprised at the amount of positivity I got back. We all feel like you're gonna come off as kind of weird or nosy, and maybe I am, but I did it anyway. And the relationships that we've built in here have just been so fulfilling. If somebody's expecting a baby, we had a neighborhood baby shower. We've had a couple of them. We've had birthday parties, individual invites from people, just to get to know your neighbors. It's just being intentional and reaching out consistently. And it's made such a difference. This year for Easter, we obviously couldn't do our Easter egg hunt like we did last year in our park. So we were trying to think, what can we do? And nothing is open. And so we sent out something on our community page, and we hid eggs in everybody's yards that had kids. And the Easter Bunny would come and just visit and wave from the street. And it was wonderful. And the kids were so excited. And I think that we enjoyed it more than they did. It's been super cool really getting to know people's stories. We have like a world-class bridge player in here that traveled the world. We have police officers, we have military, and everybody has a story, and it's so cool to know what their story is. I think if you want to get started on the journey to love your neighbors, you just have to make the first step. I think a lot of us are waiting for that person to make the step, and just do it. And it opens the door. And once that's open, you will be so surprised at the amount of people that want that relationship. Once I did it, I was thinking, why didn't I do this a long time ago? I'm really passionate about loving my neighbors because I've seen the fruit of what has come from that. And doing it without motive, without an agenda, without expecting something in return has really opened up relationships that I probably couldn't have had otherwise. Just start with the people right around you and just be intentional with your time and your actions. When you take the command seriously to love your neighbor, it's no matter what. It doesn't matter their religion, it doesn't matter their beliefs. They're important to God, so they're important to me.